So the new Rugrats series is coming out much sooner than me and Poochie expected. What's the release date for this new Rugrats series? Let's talk about it in this video. Hey everybody, Blood Moon Bobby here. So yeah, as I said in the intro, the new Rugrats series is coming out a lot sooner than I expected. It's funny, because in the last video I talked about how The Ghost and Molly McGee is coming out a lot later than I expected, whereas the new Rugrats series is coming out a lot sooner than I expected. Talk about a very weird twist of fate. But anyway, the good news is that the new Rugrats series is actually coming out later this month, on May 27th to be exact, on Paramount Plus. And there is a new trailer for this series that I'll leave a link to in the description. I would love to do a trailer reaction to it, but first of all, the last time I tried doing a trailer reaction to the new Rugrats series, it got a copyright claim by YouTube. Not a strike, but they basically wouldn't allow the video to be seen by anyone, buddy. Thanks a lot, YouTube. And the other reason is because I'm still trying to figure out how to do a trailer reaction on my new MacBook Pro. But anyway, what's interesting is that Entertainment Weekly did an article talking about this new series, and they had some pretty interesting information. This is what the story had to say. Quote, "The new series will tell brand new adventures meant to both complement and evolve the original series' beloved stories. The biggest difference, of course, is that the new series is made with three-dimensional CGI animation. The first episode, fittingly titled Second Time Around, will feature Tommy leading the babies on a daring adventure to help Chucky after his big attempt to be brave goes horribly wrong. Somehow, dinosaurs are involved." Now, another thing that Entertainment Weekly points out is another thing that Entertainment Weekly points out is that they think that the series takes place prior to the theatrical films like the Rugrats movie, Rugrats in Paris, and Rugrats Go Wild. So there's no Dill or Kimmy. We don't see those characters in the trailers. So I guess it just kind of shows how Nickelodeon and Paramount Plus really wanted the series to be so faithful to the original, to the point where they don't even include the characters that came along later on in the series. And the babies will be voiced by actors from the original Rugrats series, like E.G. Daily as Tommy Pickles and Cheryl Chase as Angelica Pickles, although they point out that the parents will be voiced by new actors in this series. Now, Collider pointed out that the recent series preview, the one that I'll have linked down below in the description, has a more adventurous feel than the original series, which, if you check out the new trailer, you'll see that throughout the trailer, the babies are put into all sorts of different adventures, like sort of Indiana Jones style, if you will, and there's a big monster in the trailer. Although me personally, I'm not really sure if that's a sign that the series is mainly going to focus on these adventures, because the original Rugrats series had a sort of mix of slice of life adventures. Like, I could think of episodes like Murmur on the Orient Express, where Chucky is looking for his teddy bear Wawa on this train, and it's nothing like super fantastical or imaginary, but it kind of turns into a sort of crime story. Or another example I can think of is the time where Chucky lost his glasses, which, thinking about a lot of like Chucky focused episodes. But the point was that the original series had a sort of mix of like slice of life adventures, and then there would also have its share of episodes that had really big adventures, usually very imaginary episodes. Like, I could think of one sort of fantastical episode that I've seen was the one where Tommy and Chucky had this like daydream where they pretended to be the adults, and Angelica was this really crazy boss from hell. So for me, I mostly saw these slice of life episodes when I was younger, so I'll be curious to see if the new series is going to be like the original series, where it was a mix of slice of life and imaginary adventures, or if it's going to have more of a focus on really crazy imaginary adventures. But so far, I am genuinely excited for this upcoming Rugrats series. I like that a lot of the previews seem really faithful to the original series in terms of the tone and the way the characters talk. I really enjoy hearing that much of the original cast is coming back to voice the babies, characters like Tommy, Phil and Lil, or even like the characters who aren't necessarily babies. Like I could think of like Angelica or Susie, for example. I enjoy hearing from these characters again, and I think that the previews so far have been pretty faithful, even down to the sound effects. I really like hearing like the classic "wah wah" sound effects. When I heard that in the one of the first previews that was released for this new Rugrats series, I was like, "Oh, they got that sound effect. That sounds really faithful." So I really like where this new Rugrats series is going. I'd say the one kind of part I feel about this series is the animation style of this reboot, which, yeah, I kind of have to agree with the Collider article that I have linked down below in the description, and that the 3D style isn't quite my cup of tea. I think I would have preferred if it was like a sort of evolution of the 2D style that was used in the original Rugrats series, especially the later episodes, like the ones released in the 2000s, I still think look really great. But as more previews get released for this new Rugrats series, it is a style that I start to get used to more and more, and I find myself being really quickly able to get into the excitement of these previews, and I think I'll be able to do the same with the actual episodes themselves. And the inner, like, sort of Rugrats fan in me is like, hey, the 3D style actually kind of reminds me of the Rugrats Royal Ransom video game that I used to play on Nintendo GameCube when I was a kid. I like playing that game so much, I actually played like too much of it this one time, and it got me into a lot of trouble when I was a kindergartner, but that's a story for another time. But I am looking forward to this new Rugrats series, and I like the previews so far, and I am interested in reviewing this first episode. I heard that second time around, which is going to be the first episode of this new series, is going to be like an hour-long episode, which is pretty crazy, so I'll be looking forward to at least reviewing that episode when it gets released on May 27th. So let me know your thoughts down below. Are you interested in checking out this new Rugrats series? Do you have a Paramount Plus subscription? I was actually pleasantly surprised to see how many people checked out my video where I showed people how to set up a Paramount Plus account. If you want to see that video, if you're on YouTube, I'll have a link right up above a card that you can go and check out if you would like to see what Paramount Plus is like. So leave all your thoughts on the new Rugrats series down below, and until next time, this has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you all for watching. Hi everyone, thanks for watching this Blood Moon Bobby video. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos, and ring the bell to be notified about my latest uploads. Don't forget to follow me on social media for my latest opinions and video updates. I hope to see you next time.